goes, mate. Seems like I told you. We'll start the onions in.
No, it smells like
I'll bring tears to his eyes.
Heading up to the Admiralty Park.
Headquarters, yeah?
Naval quarters.
Right, Don.
Underneath the cliffs, just go up to the naval park.
Right, Don.
Alright.
A for monkey, T for Tommy, U for uncle. Extension 510.
That tunnel goes on down below this level. Dump it. This is the Coastal Artillery Operations Room. This is the anti-aircraft operations
Aircraft now approaching the French coast at 12,000 feet. On course for Dover.
There we are. Guns to alarm. By the way, we got the updates there. Check. See you all ready.
It's the anti-aircraft room, as we said before. That says the enemy are on course for Dover.
This is it. This is the repeater station, where you'll be spending the next few months.
Don't take that on to find my way around. I had no idea it was this complex.
Oh, that's just this lot. The word is that tucked down here under the cliffs is the biggest.
You're right if we were going over.
Hi, Dad.
Which one? Stand by which one?
Either.
No, you're not allowed to get from it. It's a nip up in there. Nip up in there.
Alright. You're sitting there. It's two jumpers. Yeah, I haven't got none. You like got a lot. Well, I'll take one of your lot. To read about it, right, Dad? Where are you? King Arthur's Hall. Yeah, and outside is Henry VIII's keep.
1240.
Yeah, it's the same one, isn't it? Oh, that one, yeah, I know him, yeah, I know him. German camp's hidden away out the way, isn't it, Don? Got there, the white half-track. You go and listen to these a minute.
thing.
Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon. Here we are in World War II, somewhere in France. We're just going to do a little bit through the weapons of World War II. We'll start with the rifles, then we'll go into the semi-automatic and automatic weapons. We'll explain each one as we come along. And so we're going to start with the order of entry into World War II. And as the Germans started it, we'll start with the Germans, please. Next to the German rifleman is the British rifleman of 1940, up to Dunkirk, and not long after. Next to him is the rifleman of 1944, when we went back. Next to him is a Russian rifleman, the 1944, and then we have two Americans, we were 792. Fire when you're ready. Now note this and compare it later on with the other. Very long and quite a slow bolt action. Quite a nice comfortable rifle. Its problem is it only has 5-round magazine. So trust me, when you go over the top, 5 rounds is not enough. But nice, comfortable and accurate rifle. And that's about all I can say for it. Thank you. The magazine B Enfield rifle, which is actually the First World War map, which was used in the early stages of World War II, and in fact issued to some extent right through. And this has a 10-round bolt-action magazine, but note on this one how much more effective the bolt is. We won't fire 10, we'll just fire 5, but note how much faster the bolt works here. Fire when ready, please, 5 rounds. Now note that much faster bolt action. He can get 10 rounds out in the same time that the German can get 5. Much more efficient rifle, probably the best rifle of World War II. Now we'll show you the number 4, which is a later development. Having fired them both, I can tell you that I much prefer the earlier one. It's got a much easier sight. This is the number 4, the standard British rifle of World War II and some period after. Sometimes I have a problem with feeding the blanks into these. Obviously they're designed for live rounds, and sometimes blanks don't quite so well. Without a doubt, it's the June of 1941 when they made. This is a Mosin Nagant, a fairly antiquated looking, fairly antiquated rifle. It takes a 5-round bolt action, and we'll just see how this one operates. When you're ready, please. Yeah, we're almost 19th century here. The Red Army was formidable, and they probably had certainly one of the best tanks and one of the best. Though it's American made, it's based on the German Mauser design, and again we have 5 rounds of bolts, and it's a fairly fumbly one. And because this particular one doesn't like feeding blanks very much at all, it's just going to fire 2 rounds for us. That'll do. And that's the rifle of World War II. But the Americans, when they come over here in 42 and 43, were already issued with the Garand, the M1. This is the first issued self-loading rifle. It takes an 8-round clip. Now, and at the end there, you notice the clip was ejected.
Right, Tom?
There was an old saying, by people who didn't know, that the German...
Mind you, it's not too bad at the moment.
No, it's actually that if it does stay like this.
Good hold there, please.
It's just not, you know what.
And can we swing around so they face this section this time, please? Just swing round. Right, now what we'll show you is I think we'll start off first of all with the SMG, the submachine gun, before we go on to the heavier stuff. And here we have the 2 most famous submachine guns of World War II. In the hands of the German officer, you see the MP40, the one they call in all the books of Schmeister, the one you see used in all the movies. And it's standard 9mm parabellum round. Very good, but not a very forgiving gun if you get it dirty. And like a lot of German things, the tolerances are very, very fine. And and it didn't stand up too well in Russia. The Russian version was far superior to that version. However, when it's looked after and working well, it tends to be a very nice weapon. So,
Who's this here then, Dad?
What's that?
Who's on next?
Horatio.
Horatio.
He's not, is he? Who's that, Dave? Dad's mate.
Stop them. Since we ain't got enough rifles to go round, we have to teach them spending me.
He's Sergeant Oswald Ringwood today. He's going to get his rifles.
A round of applause. Come over the tape, sir. I want you to do.
Wait, you're Harry.
Stand there, sir. Because you are the general.
General Harry's not
You are the commanding officer of your own forces. What you have got to do, when I have drilled this lot, is you've got to pick the best recruit. Because there is a prize. It's a bar of chocolate and an own dog certificate. You stand there and do what generals do,
Tom.
which is hello trees, hello birds, hello flowers. I will get this lot into some good
Take a
order.
photo, General.
I'm not worried, it's going to be all right. But just push them gently away. I want you, one, arm's length apart. So when we start, you do not put anybody's eye out. I'll settle for that, that'll do. Right, I want you to stand with your feet slightly on it, General. Shall we have to do it again? Right. Squad, attention! Get better. Now the next order is squad shoulder arms. When I say shoulder arms, I'll show you what we do first. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now my old grandma can do this and she's been dead 20 years, so you should have no trouble with it. So it is squad, I'm worried about him. Squad, shoulder arms. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we always end up with somebody like that. One more time. What is Maester Regiment? Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Squad, halt! In your own time, lads. That order is squad to your front face. That means look at me, they won't stand the horrible line. Squad to your front face. They're not doing too badly at the moment. Germans aren't here yet. The next order is squad order arms. It means we put down our squad, stand at ease. Now, sir, would you care to inspect the rank? Round of applause, round of applause. Service. If you would care, sir. You're in for, you're in check. You stop. Inspect the rank. Hang on a minute. Am I hurting you, lad? I must be, because I'm standing on your arm. Getting cut. I don't think we've got too much to worry about with recruits like this. I'm very worried about him, yes. I think he's a German spy. I'm very worried. Stick up there. Come to the front, sir. Right, General, sir. Which one?
Then, Dad.
What's that?
Who's on next?
Horatio.
Horatio.
He's not, is he? Who's that, Dave? Dad's mate.
Stop them. Since we ain't got enough rifles to go round, we have to teach them spending me.
He's Sergeant Oswald Ringwood today. He's going to get his rifles.
A round of applause. Come over the tape, sir. I want you to do.
Wait, you're Harry.
Stand there, sir. Because you are the general.
General Harry's not
You are the commanding officer of your own forces. What you have got to do, when I have drilled this lot, is you've got to pick the best recruit. Because there is a prize. It's a bar of chocolate and an own dog certificate. You stand there and do what generals do,
Tom.
which is hello trees,
take
hello birds,
photos,
hello
Dad.
flowers. I will get this lot into some good
Take a
order.
photo, General.
I'm not worried, it's going to be all right. But just push gently away. I want you one arm's length apart. So when we stop, you do not put anybody's eye out. I'll settle for that, that'll do. Right, I want you to stand with your feet slightly on it, General. Shall we have them do it again? Right. Squad, attention! Bit better. Now the next order is squad, shoulder, arms. When I say shoulder, arms, I'll show you what we do first. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now my old grandma can do this and she's been dead 20 years, so you should have no trouble with it. So it is squad, I'm worried about it. Squad, shoulder, arms. 1, 2, 3, 4. We always end up with somebody like that. One more time. What is Meister Regiment? Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Squad, halt! In your own time, lads. That order is squad to your front face. That means look at me, they won't stand the horrible line. Squad to your front face. They're not doing too badly at the moment. The Germans aren't here yet. The next order is squad order arms. It means we come down our squad, stand at ease. Now, sir, would you care to inspect the rank? Perfect. If you would care, sir, you're in for it, you're in together. Would you stop it? Inspect the rank. Hang on a minute. Am I hurting you, lad? I must be, because I'm standing on your arm. Getting cut. I don't think we've got too much to worry about with recruits like this. I'm very worried about him, yes, I think he's a German spy. I'm very worried about him. Stick up there. Come to the front, sir. Right, General, sir. Which one of these spanking recruits do you think was the best? You, good sir, you are the best recruit. So you're going to get the prize. So the prize is over there by my tent. So we'll march across and you will get your bar of chocolate and your own guard certificate. So now, squad, order is squad attention. Squad shoulder arms. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got that wrong because he was very good. Sir, you've done your bit. Carry on, sir. Squad. By the left, quick, up. Give a round of applause and
No. Right then, General. General.
Yeah.
Tom, what you got to say?
I'm just going to say I've got to look after General.
There's the Russian encampment.
Yeah. Get on the thing.
Oliver! Oliver! That was good, wasn't it?
We're sharing a bed. We're sharing a room with the General.
We're starting in Normandy and we're now in Normandy, so we're better to find a Norman castle. And so this is the situation. We seem to have a British rendezvous point. Now, in the early stages after the landings, of course, groups were broken up all over the place and had to rendezvous somewhere. And they found a convenient post, which is actually an artillery, a Royal Artillery, spotting or plotting board. You'll see the young officer there at the plotting table with his minder, just to keep him out of trouble. There's a little gleaming there, fresh out of Sandhurst, or wherever they got the officers from in those days. And there you are. Probably the most dangerous thing in warfare is an officer on a map. If you want to make it really, really, really suicidal, give him a compass as well and you've got no chance. Oh dear, he's got one. Now, what you have, say, the infantry, you have the infantry of the Devonshire Regiment and the Hampshire Regiment here. Two of the finest line infantry regiments of World War II. both involved very closely on D-Day. Those who've seen Saving Private Ryan will know the British landings were rather more successful than the main American one at Omaha Beach, although the other American one at Utah Beach was more of a walk in the sun. And so what's happening is that the British are just rendezvousing here, different units. So we have a handful of men from the Devonshire Regiment, another group from the Hampshires, under the command of a sergeant. So they're probably waiting to find their officer, or somebody will be appointed, and then there'll be groups with the rest of their unit or the rest of the division, and off they go. You'll notice, in fact, that both are wearing the TT patch, which, surprisingly enough, for one unit from Hampshire on the south coast and one unit from Devon on the southwest coast, is part of the Tyne Tees division, which is where the TT comes from. And you can't get a lot further than the Tyne and experience of how the Germans will operate. So there's quite possible to be hang-back German parties here, cut-off Germans, which happened a lot from the penetrations inland from the beach. So nobody's quite sure. Now here comes another group of Brits coming in, and just a bit, here we have airborne troops of the Reconnaissance Corps. And now the infantry are moving forward, just to check out, make sure these are the Reconnaissance Corps. And a quick brief, and now it's being pointed out. Now, of course, the officer does have a map. There's a sporting chance that one of the infantry men will also be able to read. There's an experienced officer and a young one. Oh dear, you don't do that when the enemy might be around. That's one way of giving away. That's one. Seems to have done his work, and he's taken out his target. Much farther seems to have attracted the Allies' attention to where the sniper was. So we now have half the British Army is facing a sniper who's done his work, earned his day's pay, and quickly knocked it off. And while we're looking this way, if you'd like to look to your right, we were talking about the German cut off or half his hacksack. What we seem to have here. That's the captain on the pitch before. That's the Allied incentive shell. Now the problem is that we don't have much in the way of heavy weapons found in the village here. The MG42. They are trying to bring the gun into operation. The Germans have been hailing fire from the 42 and the 17. They won't be able to do very long. Now you've got two choices on your ambush. You either on the street, really. One, you can sit there and make it until you're all wiped out. Two, you can do what you should do if you can. That's attack the source of the ambush. That's going to be a bit tricky when you've got the Germans on the higher ground. The other option is to surrender, but that's not really what we need to do too much. So the second option is to try and attack the source of the ambush. Now they've got the bridge in operation, but they're not having much luck. So just compare the rates of fire on the MG42 on the German side to this gun guy. Now the British are taking rather a lot of casualties. They've not managed to advance anywhere close to the German source of the ambush. It isn't really so much an ambush as the Germans got lucky and not coming on the high ground. With superior weapons. Now one last one to take them forward. Actually, it's more interested in putting their wounded men back in the Devons there. That's another one. I think this one's going much longer. Now the British officers just try and, I think one last, see if we can get things forward. if they can find some help. There were British and Allied units scattered all over Normandy. But they'll have to be quick because now the weight is certainly in favour of the Germans. They've knocked off a lot of the British who are now sort of wounded. And so the fire from the British lines is much diminished. The shell from the truck. That's German for hands up, by the way. It's actually hands high, but near enough, eh? Probably that the Germans and the British had quite a lot of respect for each other, so apart from the one incident with the SS in 1940, between the British Army and the German Army there was a considerable amount of respect, shall we say, and indeed we meet a lot of British veterans at events like this, and there are maybe a few here today, and we find without exception that the German, we meet a lot of German veterans, still have to say, the German veterans and the British veterans have huge respect for each other. Many recognition of professionalism. And now you see the German Sergeant Major, the Feldwebel, going up to the German Lieutenant, the Oberleutnant, alles klar. I mean, you can probably work that one out, can't we? All clear. Goodies in the back of the truck. Maybe some chocolate even, or some meat or something. Anything will do. You'll notice, by the way, that most of the Germans, as am I, are wearing ankle boots rather than the more famous jack boots. That's because by 1943, the leather shortages were so great that it was actually decided to economise, and so the ankle boots were adopted on the British pattern. That's to say, ankle boots and gaiters. The only essential difference is that the German ankle boots don't have toe caps, whereas the British do. And you notice that at least one of them has one of the brown boots on. And that's because they were issued and rushed out, because obviously the disruption of... And the idea was that they would simply buy them at the depot when they got to the front. Oh, well, here we are. It isn't actually the 7th Cavalry, it's the 2nd Armoured, but near enough. And it's also up to the 1st Division of the 6th Red 1. So, the Americans to the rescue. A bit more oh dear. Did I say it was equally balanced? There really isn't much of an answer to this. We can really are. Now the down, so all we can have out now is basically get away with what we can. All the Germans can do is either surrender or hope to make their escape. Oh, there we go. Oh, look, there's an American who speaks German, Andy Hawk. And the German's getting his hands as hot as he can. And his career in the German army is over. He's now on for a career to spend the rest of the war potato farming in Idaho, where he will get all the things he can no longer get in Germany, and no chance of getting sent to the Russian front. So not to have the same sort of feeling towards the SS. Even at this stage of the war. Now the officer is just showing the American GI there that he's an officer and should be treated properly. Which means he'll be robbed by a more senior ally. One thing or something else for you. Thank you very much indeed.
It's the Pharos Lighthouse. English heritage flag. Docks. Dommy's half track he likes with the machine gun on it. See if we can see the
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dover Castle. We're the World War II display team. We're a registered educational charity created to preserve part of our history, and our chosen period obviously is World War II, and we've chosen Royal Artillery. To do this, obviously, we need an artillery piece. So what you see in front of you is the Quad Limbren 25-pounder. This is the standard artillery piece of World War II, field artillery piece. The vehicle, the quad, its proper name is a Morris Commercial of her full day. Behind her she has the limber, artillery trailer number 27. This would carry 32 rounds of ammunition. And at the back we have the business piece, the 25-pounder quick-fire gun howitzer. It's got a gun howitzer because it combined two World War I guns, a gun and a howitzer. In the gun, something you point to the target and fire. A howitzer is something that would fire high in the air so that the projectile or shell would land on the enemy. The gun itself came into service. It was first fired by the Royal Artillery on Salisbury Plains in October 1938, and she saw service up to 1963, when unfortunately we all went metric. The TA kept them until the early 90s, and some of them are still in service at the moment to fire Royal salutes. Only that I'm now being told that that function is coming to an end this year. You can see they've dropped the platform. The gun is now sitting on the platform. The platform is to give it stability when firing, and also assist the number one when aiming, because he would literally have to pick the gun up and turn it round. And there are brass studs on the platform at every 10 degrees. You see the ammunition trailer has now been moved round to the side. I apologise if you're down in this corner, but we're going to have to keep the vehicle here, otherwise the blast may actually damage. During the display, once we start firing, the only reason we'll stop is if someone moves to a position where it is fairly dangerous. Right, the orders are going to go over. This would normally be on a tannoy system, and we've actually got one that we've actually managed to get working. But unfortunately this was too far for it to travel in old vehicles. It would shake it to pieces.
3 rounds. Fire by order. 3 rounds. Fire by order. Go!
Alright, so here we go. We're going to get ready for the first round. Arms up. So can I again remind you, if you wish to cover your ears, we recommend you cup your hands over your ears, leave your mouth open slightly to allow the blast to dissipate, otherwise apparently it can pop your eardrums. And we'll give the order.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Tyree.
Fire!
Oops. Now, there are a number of ways we can finish the fire orders. This is the most obvious way. We've run out of orders. I can give the stop loading order. The stop loading would mean if there was one in the gun, they will actually carry on and fire it. I can give the stop firing order, which would mean even if there was one loaded, they would not fire it, they would merely report back. The third way we can do it is to give the evacuation order, if you like, which is cease firing.
Cease fire! Cease fire!
on the ceasefire order, this would mean that the gun is required elsewhere, or that there was enemy gunfire likely to come in on this position. What should now happen is everything should be put away very, very quickly.
Right, get him going.
As long as that air raid siren is still going, we know there's enemy aircraft overhead.
Don't really let in.
And that brain gun you just see firing is just one way to see off enemy raiders. Enemy raiders just like the one you see crashed on the concrete behind you. And once the German raiders have been chased off by a withering hail of fire from a machine gun like that brain gun, the all clear will be sounded.
Princess of Wales's regiment. These are the medieval tunnels.
Quite steep. Quite steep, isn't it?
Mm.
Oh, look at it, the length.
Go a bit further on there now.
Right.
All right, General.
All right, well done.
Where we got the cannons. This is one of the.
Shoot. Ready? You ready?
Tom?
Yeah, I'm between.
Come on, up.
Just wait for your dad now.
Come on up. Where is he?
Yeah, come here.
Right.
Quite a good piece of kit actually, the Jeep. It's four-wheel drive, as you may know. Very adaptable. Actually, he probably doesn't, but maybe you'll find out in a little while.
Are you sure? Back those buildings, goddammit! Leave back, you didn't have my head on. Boy, I tell you, the boys they send us today. See, what do we got for chow? Are we clear?
Don't tell him! They have all the money, all the guns, all the equipment, all the chewing gum, all the coffee, all the nylons, all the chocolate. Lord, we get acorn coffee in the Russian front. And a man with that Charlie Chaplin moustache to give us orders. You don't know what it was like.
What the hell? Come on! Come on! No, come home! God damn! Come on, Joe, you got the goddamn qualification to drive the damn thing. Get it going!
Should have bought a Volkswagen.
Chief, I don't want to be here any more than you. The sergeant said come out here and check the goddamn area. You're the mechanic. This thing should have been checked. Hey, goddamn! Fix it! You! Keep your eyes. What are you looking over here for? God damn it! There could be Germans anywhere. For God's sake. I'm missing my chow! There's a hot chow with 30 minutes away.
Joe said we got beanie weenies and everything.
You should be working! For 2 bits I'd put a hole in you. Why aren't you working?
Hey, Joe, when was the last time you checked this damn regulator?
Regulator?
This damn thing here, you're supposed to put oil in it.
Oil?
Don't they teach you nothing at driver's school? Hell, that's gonna take me a good 5 minutes to fix that. You got any oil?
Does it look like I have oil?
What's in here? Fresh air. What's in here? This says oil. Fresh air. What's this? Fresh air from Hoboken Pier?
Able 9, this is Dagwood 3, over. Able 9, this is Dagwood 3, over.
It's got oil in it.
Yeah, go ahead, over. We're broken down, we're up on this rise, God knows. Yeah, the area's
It's okay, I got the chart. Tells me what to do.
Yeah, we're gonna need some help. And hurry, because goddammit, I'm missing hot chow again! And I've got 2 newbies that have no goddamn idea how to maintain a Jeep or look at the area.
Say, Joe, is there supposed to be water coming out the bottom of this thing?
They just need help from me, do they?
Don't say nothing about water on here.
Yeah, Able 9. How long? 3 minutes. Outstanding.
Hey, Joe! Ask him if he's got the wieners and the chili dogs on.
I'll give you wieners and chili dogs. What the hell's the matter with you?
Oh, here comes some friends, but it doesn't look like help. Because they don't look like they got oil, do they?
Good, son, you're broken down.
We've got the damn oil. Damn peckerwood.
What the hell does this thing do?
Don't touch that, it'll cut your finger.
Oh, this looks more like it.
Oh.
Well, this thing could maybe help.
Come on! I don't want to miss hot chow!
Damn Jeep ran out of oil. This area's making wood, I don't know. All I know is the Jeep ain't going. I don't know shoot. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled.
Hey, excuse me, sir. Can you give us a phone? Wait a minute.
God damn it, what the hell's going on up here?
Son, I issued this goddamn junk to us for this.
You got our asses hanging out here in the middle of the open.
It's empty. It's not a German fire.
I ain't got no helmet.
Get your damn helmet on.
Get this piece of damn say. There ain't no hiding around here. Get on your damn helmet off, Paul.
Are we going to push this thing out the way?
Come here, put the hood down.
Boys, get some people to get ready.
Push.
Right, guys, go and get it pushed. Captain, sir. Keep pushing. You've got to get ready. Go and get ready.
Don't run me over.
Get your bellow here and push as well. Push it.
Let's go, people. Let's get this action.
Personally, I'd use the flamethrower on it, but what do I know?
My God, if you think you can do better, you get in here!
Americans are pretty secure behind the arm of the half track, and they've got a working machine gun there, and that's stopping the Germans at times from going forward. Now we've got some help. Now to the left, we have the British guys at the front, across the line. Succeeded now in pushing the left flank. That's a better one. Now, what's important is the British are trying to cut off the maximum of the part of the central is now separated. And that means that the British are now dealing with the German forward party, and they're not going to be able to do so. Now done, it becomes untenable. The ambush, the British to the rescue. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, the classic way that you take out a position. You move to left and right and keep suppressing fire down to wherever you can. And a nice armoured half track is a very nice, comfortable place to do it from. One more time.
Hey, Chip! Chip, can we get our silly dogs?
Pharos Lighthouse.
The old Sergeant Who's there, man.
Who's that? Oh, General.
Yeah, what a view. There's Sea France.
They got like that beacon there.
Yeah. There's the one going out there. I think that's Sea France. And there's one coming in on the left. That's 2, 3 coming in.
Alright, and Don, good day?
Yeah, it has been. Excellent again. General is just off his way to more general inspecting of his troops with his papers in his hand.
Hey, go on, Ed.
What?
So,
Oh, there's Dom's Russian girlfriend.
are you going to fire that machine gun out there? What did you say, Dom? What did you say?
No, just listen what he's dropping me in it on.
117. Charge. 3. Angle of sight. 4. 1 to 3.
You'll notice the gunners are not actually acting on his orders, with the exception of the layer, because he's trying to save time to get the gun in. The number one repeats the orders, and they then rush into action, and you'll see it loaded.
3 rounds, rapid, fire by order.
When the number one's ready, he puts his arm up, waiting for the actual order. Once we give the order, hopefully all 3 are going to go off in fairly rapid succession. So once you cover your ears, you should be all right for the next 3 blasts. Again, remind people up there that you are in the blast area. And I hope no one's got their car alarm on.
Vanguard, fire! Fire!
Oh, smoke ring. That's better. No sounds of smashing glass this time. That will keep English heritage happy. Now, having fired our 3 rounds, I can tell you there are a number of ways of stopping the gun from firing. Oakleaf and Acon Cafe, which we're very, very proud of, is the badge of the South Nottinghamshire Hussar Yeomanry. And we have actually managed to gain permission from them to portray their 2nd Regiment during 1939 to 44 part of the war, the 150th, and we're very, very proud of our nickname, the Acorn Gunners. Can I again remind you, ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in this period of history, all the reenactors you see here this afternoon are volunteers.
All right, going up the keep now.
Escorting the general up.
What's that?
Thomas Messi back at Chapel.
Grand.
This is the King's Bedchamber.
Yeah. See the harp. Let's have a look. All right.
Oh.
No, the general.
The general's coming up.
With his orders for the day.
Sergeant. Oh.
Look there, look. Look there. See that ship? There, going to the sea. You see it? There. There.
Hey. Oh yeah, he will, won't he? He's better,
That's the original, where the original castle was, where the church in the lighthouse is. There's the battlements walk, we haven't been along yet.
Which is the best view?
And there's the general.
Which is the best view?
We start going down on the land train.
General's going down on the land train.
That's the encampments. The German encampment behind. Didn't even go down to really. A friendly German. Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth's pocket pistol. This bronze cannon is known as a basilisk.
Well, we'll forget the pronunciation. But it's a big one.